Do you ever get an order from someone who had absolutely no authority over you? Yes, our local McDonald's hates its customers. One evening, I went through the drive-thru and got a meal. Once I had my food, I proceeded to drive to a parking space next to a friend of mine who had also ordered food earlier. Anyway, after about 5 minutes, the head dude over that store and a few others came over and told us to leave and to stop taking spaces, very obnoxiously. I knew he didn't mean me because I had just bought food, and the signs posted everywhere said 30-minute parking, so my buddy left and I proceeded to finish my meal. No sooner had I crumpled up my bag than he came up behind the car and said, "Do you have a hearing problem? I told you to leave." I said, "I heard you." Then he said, "Do I need to call the police?" And I replied, "I guess so." At this point, maybe 15 minutes had passed, and I was going to use my next 15 minutes for certain. So the cops came. They came over to my car, and the cop asked, "Do we have a problem?" I said, "We sure do." I said, "Do you see that sign?" And the cop said, "Yes." The manager then spoke up and said, "That applies to paying customers." So I held up my bag and said, "My 30 minutes is just now over." The cop then began laughing, and I told the manager that he needs to be a lot more cautious about how he treats his paying customers. Do you ever get an order from someone who had absolutely